What's up guys, it's Jay with Bearded Dad Fishing, and today we're talking about starting your own YouTube fishing channel. So if you ever thought about starting your own channel, considered if it's worth it, what do I need to do, what do I need to learn, this is the perfect video for you. But first, dad joke of the day, what do you call an oyster that won't give up its pearls? Shellfish. So I'm a firm believer that everyone could and should have their own YouTube channel because everyone is passionate about something, and YouTube is the perfect avenue to share that passion with others and teach others. So everything that we're going through in this video is going to be my personal experience, what I did right, what I did wrong, and everything that I learned up until now for the last 2 years being a content creator. It's not an exhaustive list by any means, but hopefully it'll get you on the right track to starting your channel and get it up and running. So the first question you should be asking yourself is, why am I starting a fishing channel? There's 5 distinct benefits of starting a YouTube fishing channel, and the first one is that you challenge yourself. Starting a YouTube channel is unlike anything else. It's technology which is changing on a day-to-day basis, so the YouTube that was around last week is not the same YouTube that was around this week. Certainly not the same that was around a month ago, a year ago, a decade ago. It's ever changing. So you challenge yourself to learn a whole new industry, which is video marketing, because you're marketing yourself, you're telling a story, you're editing video, you're learning graphic design in your thumbnails, you're learning to connect with other people through your storytelling, through your experiences. There's tons of ways that you challenge yourself on a regular basis through a YouTube channel. Number 2 is that you get a chance to be creative. In your regular day-to-day job, you might not have a creative role. When I started my YouTube channel, I didn't have a creative role at all. I was in business operations, and it was nice to get a creative outlet to get that creative bug out. All those things that you learn with the video editing, with shooting video, with composition, with graphic design, all of that you get better at as you go along. And it helps you become more and more and more creative. So you might think to yourself, I am not super creative. It's like a muscle. The more that you work out that muscle, the stronger that creative muscle becomes and the more creative you become. Number 3, and this is probably my all-time favorite reason to start a YouTube channel, is that you get to build and grow a community. The people that I met through my channel have been my absolute favorite and most worthwhile reason to start my channel. I met people that I now consider some of my best friends. And not only that, I also started the Facebook page Kayak Fishing Dads. So if you haven't joined, I'll put a link below so you can join. But that group has grown to more than 12,000 members. So that's 12,000 people all over the globe. So you get to build that community around your passion, around your fishing, around your brand. And that has been the best result of my YouTube channel thus far. Number 4 is that you can get free gear for your video. Now, this shouldn't be a top reason for you, and right off the bat, you're not gonna get free gear to review. However, start reviewing gear that you have already on your videos, and before you know it, people will be reaching out to you to review their gear. And once you build a decent subscriber base, you can start reaching out to companies as well and ask them for free gear in exchange for a review. And the 5th and last benefit of starting a YouTube channel is that you can make some money. Now, this shouldn't be your top reason because it doesn't come easy. And if you only want to make money, you're not going to be passionate and you're not going to love it, and it's going to be a nasty grind for you because there's easier ways to make money than on YouTube, trust me. But once you get your 1,000 subscribers and your 4,000 watch hours through YouTube, you can join the partnership program and you can make money through AdSense. But there's other ways to make money too. You can do brands partnerships. So once you get a decent following, brands may reach out to you, or you can even reach out to them. You can do affiliate links. So through Amazon, affiliate links directly through companies, you can make some good money. And you can also do it through sponsorships of a Facebook group, paid sponsorships on your Instagram, Facebook, and things like that. So there's definitely money to be had. Again, not easy, but once you get into the swing of it and you get the audience and you get it all down right, you can start making some money, and maybe you'll even be able to make a couple bucks and break even on your fishing habit. So what are some of the common myths and questions around starting a YouTube channel? Well, the first one is that there's too much competition. And you're right, there is competition, especially in the fishing niche. Now, the thing is, you're not just in fishing. Don't just be in fishing. You have to break down even beyond that and niche down. So for instance, I do kayak fishing and that's all I do. But there's saltwater fishing, there's tournament fishing, bank fishing, panfish fishing, micro fishing. There's so many ways you can break down and niche down so that you can stand out in a smaller group. You're not trying to compete against everyone that does fishing. You're niching down and targeting that group, because if you target everyone, you will miss everyone. In addition to niching down, you also bring your unique personality that only you have. Nobody feels like they're unique, but they are. You have a unique perspective, you have a unique experience that you can bring to the table when it comes to fishing. Just make sure you try to be you and not someone else, because when you're trying to be fake or like someone else, that definitely shines through and it comes across as disingenuous. The next common myth or challenge is that you don't feel comfortable in front of a camera. And yes, that's okay. You don't feel comfortable in front of a camera. I don't even feel comfortable in front of a camera 2 years later. However, I feel much more comfortable than I did 2 years ago. I could talk a little bit better. I could present a little better. I do better at staring at the lens instead of staring at where my screen is. You know, so you learn the little things that help you deliver a better message and to connect better with your audience. You will get more comfortable the more that you do it, and it's okay to not feel comfortable at first. And even by each video, if you get 1% better, that 1% will add up in the end. And the last challenge and myth is that you don't know enough about fishing. I feel like this all the time, and I definitely felt like this in the beginning, that I don't know enough. And the reality is, again, you don't know enough, and that's okay. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need to be a tournament angler. You just need to be you and bring what you know to the table. So if you know this much about whatever niche of fishing that you want to do, just present that much, and then the rest you will learn as you come up with new video ideas, as you meet new people, as you discover new videos and other creators. You will learn as you go, because this is a learning expedition journey that we're on. So it's okay if you don't know it all up front, because you'll never be at a position where you'll know everything up front. You just learn as you go and you'll be good. The next question you're asking yourself is, what do I need to buy to start my YouTube channel? So this list is going to be pretty short. It's going to cover the basics, but the most important thing I can tell you is go cheap. Don't go crazy expensive, getting the best camera, the best microphone, all the mounts, etc. Just get the basics that'll get you by and upgrade as you move along. So first thing is, you're gonna need some sort of camera. So something like a GoPro. This is a GoPro Hero 9, and it's great. I mean, you can get these used all over the place for super cheap. GoPro releases a new one every year. It's great because it's watertight. It has a ton of accessories that you can attach it to. If you don't like GoPro, DJI has the Osmo Action Cam that you can go with as well. Tacticam is another option. Or you can go for Old Faithful and have your phone. So the phone is going to be just as good as what you need it for. They have mounts that you can put it on your boat, on your kayak. If you're bank fishing, hook it up to your chest. Whatever it is, you can shoot plenty of footage with your phone. As far as accessories go, it's going to depend on your style of fishing. So if you're bank fishing, it's going to be different than if you're fishing on a boat. So the accessories are a little bit different. However, they all cover the basics. So the first thing is, if you're fishing on the bank, if you want to get a tripod will work great if you can set it in one spot. If you don't move around too much, just set that tripod somewhere close that can catch your voice, obviously catch a video, and something that if it falls over, it's not going to break. If you get something like a GoPro or DJI, again, you can use a harness. So this is the head gear. So this goes right over your hat or your beanie or whatever it is, and then it holds your camera right up here. So that's great if you're a bank fisherman. Even if you're a boat fisherman, kayak fisherman, whatever it is, because it keeps it out of the way by putting it up here, and it gives you like that first person view. If you're fishing from a kayak or a boat, something like the Yak Attack Panfish Pro would be great. So this goes right into the Yak Attack lock and load bases, and then you just attach your GoPro up top and it swivels. This part is adjustable up here. It twists so you can get whatever angle you want. Yak Attack also has the Boomstick Pro, which is just a longer version of this, so you can usually keep it up behind you and get that over-the-shoulder view that a lot of people like. If you're on a boat, you can also get the YOLOTech mount, and that actually goes into the ports where you have your light on your boat, so it sends power up the stick into the GoPro so it will charge your GoPro continuously so you're not running out of battery when you're out on the water. There's also different mounts, like obviously you can see my wires here. I connect my GoPro for all day power through my Yak Power. So if you want to see what a Yak Power setup looks like, I will put it in the link below. The next step would be upgrading your microphone if you're tired of the onboard mic. I used the mic on my GoPro for almost 2 years before I upgraded to the Fulaim wireless lavalier mic, which I'll go over in just a second. So you can get away with using these microphones. They're not great, but they do the job and they do it well enough. Something like the Video Micro from Rode, which is about 30 or 40 bucks. I got it on Amazon. I'll put the links in the description below. Something like this is great. A little shotgun mic that can pick up sound 4, 5, 10 feet away just fine. This will work great. Again, 30 or 40 bucks. There's other options for shotgun mics that are a little bit more expensive, like the Rode Video Pro. And then also like a lavalier microphone like this. So this is wireless and it's connected directly to the camera that I'm shooting. So I'm shooting with my Sony A6400. And this connects, like I said, wirelessly. Comes with a little case. This is the Fulaim X5. Again, got it on Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description below. Something like this is really sweet. And again, don't feel the pressure to upgrade right away, but maybe something down the line to keep in mind. This is nice because no matter where I face the camera, you're always going to hear me just as good. So if I stand up and I come over here or I come over here, I'm going to sound the same at any distance, which is really nice. So I do a lot of talking head videos. If you watch any of my videos, you know that. I do some fishing on the water videos, but I don't have this with me because they're not waterproof. They are water resistant. So if there's a drizzle outside or something, that's fine, but they're not waterproof if I drop it in the water. But the cool thing is it comes with this little recharging case. You charge the case and then that charges the receiver. So the receiver is connected to the camera. This is a transmitter and then it has another transmitter. So if you're doing a interview style video, if you got 2 people, you can mic up each one and pick up the sound just great. So something like the Fulaim is a great move. It's about 150 bucks on Amazon once you get to that point and you're ready for that upgrade. And lastly, you're just gonna need something to edit your videos on. So if you have a PC laying around, you can use that. As long as it's not super old or outdated. For the most part, something like a phone can edit your videos just fine. An iPad would work great. I wouldn't go out of the way to get yourself a brand new MacBook Pro or anything like that. You can edit just fine on an iPad or an iPhone, and YouTube actually just dropped an editing app specifically for YouTube videos. It's only available on Android phones right now, but I cannot imagine that in a couple months it won't be available for iPhone users. And depending when you're watching this video, it might be available right now. And before we move on to the next part, shout out to Humble Imprints. As you see on my hat, be humble. Humble Imprints is a screen print shop that specializes in screen print, embroidery, promotional items, signage, and more, located in Eastern Pennsylvania, but they ship all over the United States. And most importantly, Humble Imprints donates 10% of all proceeds to organizations that benefit foster children and foster families in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. If you need business apparel, uniforms, or you want to outfit your volunteer group or get some promotional items for your business, make sure you check out humbleimprints.com. So now that you have all this information on the benefits of starting a YouTube channel, the challenges, and the hardware that you need to buy, you might be asking yourself, what do I do next? Well, I recommend you start searching on YouTube. Jump down the YouTube rabbit hole and start searching other fishing creators. Regardless of what niche it is, look for ones in the niche that you're most interested in, whether it's saltwater fishing, kayak fishing, freshwater, whatever it is. There's tons of creators out there that you might like, that you might dislike, or ones that you admire, and you can learn so much from watching their videos. And I'm sure you have already, but you can get ideas on a channel name, ideas on a style you want to take, an editing style perhaps. And after you do that, learn the basics about YouTube. So how to create an effective thumbnail, how to title your video, how to set the hook, why did you click this video? So anytime that you're on a YouTube video, think to yourself, why am I watching this? Why are you watching my video right now? What made you click it? Is it because you're a subscriber of mine and you got the notification? Is it because it popped up on your feed? Because you searched it? So think about all that stuff while you're watching YouTube videos. And there's tons of awesome resources that will help you in this journey. So some of the ones I recommend, Think Media has been awesome. I've watched so much of their stuff. They have a podcast as well. Primal Video, Ben Johnson Creative, vidIQ, all of them have tons of awesome videos that revolve strictly around creating a YouTube channel, strategizing YouTube ideas, and becoming a better YouTuber in general. The best tip I can give you is just start. Don't wait until you know more, do more, learn more, etc. Don't wait until you're perfect, because perfection is the enemy of progress. And if you thought this video was helpful, make sure you subscribe and check out my favorite mod right here for kayak fishing. Till next time, guys, peace and God bless.